Today I want to share with you a recent lesson of one of my students, James, who's had problems getting off the tee in recent months. Okay, and it's one super simple feeling that just clicked for him. Okay, so now we know some of the basics, or we should know some of the basics. So first of all, tee height, we want that ball sitting about halfway above the crown of the club. We want that ball positioned opposite that left heel. You know, very simply starting with our feet together. Small step with the lead foot, big step with that trail foot. And then we know we should have that slight tilt behind the ball. Okay, I quite often just pop my right hand down the side of my hip there, on my thigh, tilt down, and then we get that nice position where we're tilting behind the ball. And that should allow us to sweep up on the ball. Okay, now what James was getting, he was hitting down on the ball a lot. So he had a lot of good setup, but he was still hitting down on it. And we would see something like this where he would make a good backswing, and then he would get very much on top of the ball. That head was getting in front of the ball, the right shoulder was getting very high, and that was throwing the club out, getting him very steep and across the ball. Okay, so what did we do? Well, there was a couple of key feelings, but the first one really, what we said was, to once we're in this position, was to actually keep the head behind the ball. So although yes, we want to transfer that weight forward, we need to keep the head behind the ball. So from this position here, we're going to shift the weight and keep the head behind the ball. But the big thing for him, which was really achieving the same thing, was feeling like his right shoulder was going down on the downswing. So where his right shoulder was very high in this position, by keeping that right shoulder as low as he could, that allowed him to sweep up on the ball. So super simple feeling, something that anyone should really be able to get. But if you're somebody that tends to get really steep on the ball, you get ahead of it, all you're going to feel like is from that good setup position that we've spoken about, you're going to feel like that right shoulder, that trail shoulder, stays down. It allows that head to stay behind the ball, and it allows you to sweep up on the ball to get those long, high, straight tee shots. Hope you found that simple, guys. A really simple, useful tip that you can apply to your drives to help you hit longer and straighter tee shots.